Hello there, welcome back to my Pokemon CrystalDust playthrough. This time we're back on Route 29. This guy's trying to teach us to catch Pokemon. Little does he know, I'm sort of an expert at that sort of thing. So we're going to go on head on. I'm not going to be trying to complete the Pokédex because I think that might be a fruitless effort in this game. I didn't even know Hoppip was on this route. Anyways, I don't know if I really want to catch you, because I'm trying to save my Pokeballs for something else. Well, I guess if you're low enough, I'll catch you. Yeah, I guess I go ahead and do catch them. Yeah. But there's a lot of interesting options, as you know. You know, Hoppip is an interesting grass type option, because I think it becomes grass flying when it evolves. Maybe not the best type, but you might like some of its powder moves, because I think it does learn the powder move, or at least, and it might also learn Spore later down the line. But you may not like, it's not as powerful as other stuff. But Hoppip is really cool. It's just like it's a flying turnip. That's pretty cool. Also on this route, you know, if you're not caring about getting the basic ass Pidgey or Rattata, I mean, there's Hoot, but Hoot is like fucking so. It's such a weird Pokemon. It's very hard to use. You have to look at its Pokemon DB page and look at its learn set and be very discerning in how to use it. But at the same time, it doesn't really have any options. You could do like Wing Attack, and he has Confusion. And then with TM, I don't even think you can learn Psychic through TM. It's just not a great choice. And we're not gonna nickname Pidgey, of course. Alright. So if you go up north to, I think that's Route 46, there's Geodude, there's Phanpy. I think that's pretty much it. There's really there's Spearow as well, and you might like Spearow. It's a physical attacking bird type Pokemon, so you might be into that. But I'm getting 10 Pokeballs and then throw in a Premier Ball. I do love that, because Premier Ball honestly is one of my favorite balls. I don't think of myself as a man who has a list of balls he likes, but I gotta say, Premier Ball is a ball I like. So, the K and special attack and cut off, and the F in defense. I don't remember it being like that in Emerald. It's the exact Emerald graphic, but yeah. I'm gonna put these Pokemon away, and you start off, I think, in this game with only 8 boxes or something like that. But a little trick here: if you want to unlock all the boxes, all you gotta do is catch it. It's basically like catching 12 Pokemon or something like that. You get a Pokemon to fill up every box you have. You log out, you log back in, it'll give you extra boxes. I think the most boxes you can have in the Gen 3 games is something like, is it 16? Something like that. Maybe not quite that many, because I know in the Gen 4 games it's something like 18. And I think here I go back to Route 46 and show off the stuff you could get there. Do I? Yeah, I do. I don't know. Hopefully we learn Ember next turn. I think we do. Also coming up soon is Cyndaquil is going to evolve at level 14. That's not too far away. Ah man, the recreation of this team. Very nice. I always really liked this route theme. It always felt like it was like not a breath of fresh air. That's what I'm about to say. Goddamn, maybe I shouldn't have recorded so early in the morning. But I don't mean a fresher breath air. Wait, no, oh, fuck, I'm such a fucking like start over. That this route theme was always a breath of fresh air, not in the colloquial sense, where like, man, this is something new and different. It was a breath of fresh air in the sense that like it brings me life. It feels like we're in a field on an adventure, smelling that clean air outside the city, and we're just on the beginning of a great adventure. I just love how the energy that this theme provides, and I think you understand what I'm trying to say, but I'm not too good at saying it. Geodude's an interesting one. I really like Geodude. It's sort of like, I don't know, you get some people just get some like I guess ideas or have like a perception of certain Pokemon based on like how common they are. Like, I'm surprised like how many people are like, how many times I've heard the sentiment over the years, like, wow, Zubat's actually good, or such and such common Pokemon is actually good. It's like, why would they be bad? Like, why would you think that they're bad? Not, you don't have to, like, the whole point of the game isn't hunting the pseudo legendary Pokemon. You know, it's like, I love Golem. Boom, gotcha. And Golem isn't like a, you know, it's obviously common. It is weak to extremely common types like water and grass. It's quad weak to both of those, but it can still fuck shit up. And it's very useful against the first gym, and the second gym, and the third gym. Actually, Rock Ground is actually a pretty decent type for this game in terms of gyms, because this is probably the Pokemon game with the least water type, like with the least amount of trainer Pokemon that are water type. Which, I mean, there's still plenty, but this is a particularly dry game, so to speak. Alright, time to go to Route 30 once again. Okay, sorry for hitting the mic there. I had to test if the mic was still on. Sometimes I get pretty nervous about that sort of thing, but and there we go. We got a Caterpie. No, I'm fine with its name being Caterpie. Actually, I think maybe at the beginning, because it's been so long since I recorded this footage, I feel like at the beginning of this playthrough, I cared heavily about the EV yields of every Pokemon I was fighting, because I wanted to try to get, you know, perfect EV spread for what I was doing, but trying to get perfect EVs with your starter is pretty impossible. What? I look weak? I like a level fucking 10 thing. And Joey comes out with level 4 Rattata. And he's gonna meet the wrath of that Piff. And there we go. And youngster Joey is done for. I could get his number, right? Maybe I'll do it after this, but yeah, you can get people's numbers, and as you might have noticed, after we beat Joey, a little bit of money got sent to Mom. I set up, I guess, I didn't point it out at the time, but yeah. I talked to Mom so she could save my money. Which is nice, because throughout the game she's going to buy random shit. Most of it's not going to be too useful, but she'll occasionally buy, like, I think you need to save your money in order to get a Moonstone, which for my particular team I don't need. But I'm just saying, it does have its uses, because especially in this game where there is no Kanto have, there's, I think, there might be literally one Moonstone in Johto, and you know, maybe not even. There has to be at least one, but I'm pretty sure if you wanted a second one in Crystal, you would have to get it from your mother or go to Mount Moon, which there is, I think, another 2 in Mount Moon, or around Mount Moon. That's the sort of annoying thing about CrystalDust and Heart Gold Soul Silver, is that the evolutionary stones are pretty much completely you rely on calling certain people, be it or certain people calling you, I should say, be it your mother that gives you the Moonstone, the guy I think it's around 34 who gives you like the Firestone. There's another I think there's a fisherman maybe who gives like a water stone. It's pretty annoying, because if you're like me, but I do most of the time, I don't say most people are like this, you don't do every little single thing in the game and play for short sessions every day. You know, you don't play it like Animal Crossing. You play it like you play like a regular ass RPG. I'm just going through it. Here we go on Route 31. But what I was going to say though is that you're waiting, since you're just marathoning basically the game, you're going to end up getting way farther with unevolved Pokemon, or not fully evolved Pokemon, because you're waiting for that person with the stone to call you and say, hey, I got that stone you want. And it's just, I don't know, I just find it very annoying. But the reality of the situation is that I guess a lot of us are just playing the game wrong, because you're supposed to take the game very slowly and like do the daily events or whatever, and like play for like only 45 minutes a day and then check back in. So like, if you play the game that way and not care about making so much progress, you care more about, you know, catching every Pokemon and training some of them up, or experimenting with stuff, or breeding, or eventually the bug catching contests and all that, you won't make a bunch of progress in the conventional sense, but you'll be able to get the stones in a more timely, not more timely, but before the levels start creeping up. But anyways, we catch a Bellsprout here. I recommend catching at least one Bellsprout. But I want to catch at least 2 Bellsprouts, because one Bellsprout can be used to do for a trade next town for an Onyx. And Onyx is Brave Nature. That sucks. This is gonna be the one I trade. But you can trade for an Onyx, which gives you a somewhat of an advantage over the first gym. But the thing is, once that Onyx turns to level 10, it will start to disobey you. So, and then the gym strongest Pokemon is level 9, but still, it's really annoying. But we'll talk more about that in the next part. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.